Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Red light, green light. Stuck at the stoplight. It's about 10 to 4 when the back of the coupe is open. Your girlfriend's gone off that goose and cola. You about to goddamn. And I'm most focused for the way that I know this open. Money like hocus pocus at the club with a bunch of brokers. Also, I can poke the brokers. Hang on, it's a trap. Put you all over my snap.
All right, coming up next, we get to this welterweight bout between Rafael dos Anjos and Nate Diaz.
Ready. Ready to fight?
You see that a lot of times with wrestlers versus grapplers, right? The wrestler gets on top, he's got the strong base, and the grappler can't move him. He ends up stuck down there, wasting time. The wrestler starts to advance position and get ground and pound off.
Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Back to the feet now. Diaz has got the tie clinched. Let's see what he can do with it. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
Beautiful punch.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
And he switches his stance yet again.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh, he switches his stance again.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Man, how good is that jab from Nate Diaz? Almost as if he's been doing it for 20 years.
I mean, he has been doing it. You know, he's got a great boxing coach in Richard Perez, a guy that he believes in, a guy that has allowed him to gain the confidence to stand with the best strikers in the world.
26 total strikes have landed for Nate Diaz. Oh, nice kick right there. Tell the masses how good that feels to get kicked like that.
Now it doesn't. It doesn't feel good to get kicked. Big knee land.
And those knees aren't just for effect. Those are doing real damage. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop. John, stop. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks. That was something. Nice strike.
All right, then a left. 30 seconds now to go in the round.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Big power shot there.
He looks like Pac-Man. He's taking so many strikes to the head. Nice kick with the right hand.
Round two straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Round two is upon us. Rafael dos Anjos versus Nate Diaz. Dos Anjos gets touched by that leg kick attempt. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You like this guy.
I like this guy a ton, and to watch him punch like this puts a smile on my face.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Nice kick.
Some nice back and forth action here. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection and into the latter rounds. Oh, beautiful jab there. It's one thing to have length, of course, it's another to use it effectively. Beautiful job with that jab.
Nice. Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand getting it.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
All right, the unofficial numbers thus far, 76 total strikes have now landed for Rafael dos Anjos. And I'd also add landing with 62% accuracy tonight against Nate Diaz. Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
He won't be able to take many more. Think about Edson Barboza, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up so fast. Eventually, guys get stopped from taking too many. This seems to be the path that he is wanting to take tonight in this fight. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Well placed with the kick. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a great job of moving his head. It doesn't take much to avoid a punch. I mean,
right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Nice job defensively there as he keeps his hands up, not just protecting his face, but also what is a pretty significant shot.
You cannot allow that to get hit anymore,
right?
Because the more it starts to split, then the blood starts to go into the eye. It not only is damaging in terms of the physical appearance of the cut, but the blood going into the eye almost completely shuts down that side of your face. Nice stick with the right hand.
Both guys really throwing with authority. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, he's got the longer reach, and he certainly showed it there in landing that straight punch. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed. That jab is fast. Look at that jab. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, and he lands another strike to the body. Not a ton of real estate there, but he certainly found it. Beautiful right punch, follows it up with the left. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet.
No, because all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Oh, lands another punch there. Not a mean guy. He's just doing a smart thing.
Oh, he has to be attacking that cut, John. I mean, if he's not, then he's doing his opponent a favor. Attack that cut. Make him pay for it. What a punch.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. These are unofficial, but 147 total strikes. Biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Lands a good combination. striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. All right, so another swing and a miss, and I'd imagine if your gas tank is this low, you got to find times to try to preserve that energy and get yourself back to a place where you can actually dole out some damage.
Yeah, you got to get out in space, find places to rest and recover. Get against the opponent, go to the clinch, find ways to just recover so that when you have that next explosion, it actually has some meaning to it. What a punch. Oh, nice leg kick.
Well, he gets up again here, but he looks hurt. Whoa!
He needs to start.
Oh! He's out! Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Oh, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head.
Blood spilling, tears are pouring. It seems the well is never filled. Mentally exhausted, overworking, take another pill, or to keep the owner of the corporation stacking the bill. These corporations manipulating our daily lives, got us exasperated, working through all our days and nights. Sacrifice your leisure time to end up at a 9 to 5 and working till you are deceased without a single moment for peace. Never still, it just keeps rolling down the hill. Nobody tries to stop it. They'll get a copy, get you killed. You'll be a trending topic, a cog up in the wheel, a sacrifice to the cult of death being built. Caught up in the matrix, virtual digital minds. We don't memorize phone numbers or directions when we drive. We don't even have to go shopping to get our food and buy things. We only push a button. We don't even have to try. Can't even lift the eye away from my phone. Talking to Instagram live just so I don't feel alone. Flooding my Twitter feed with my deepest feelings and thoughts. My page is public, but my sense of conversation is blocked. I validate myself through followers just to feel important. Instead of living in the moment, I'd much rather record it. Nobody knows my first name, but know my Snapchat handle. I'm just a millennial, trapped in social media standards. I see oppression within an effort. C-O-N to own the rights of my expression.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
Ready.
All right, here we go. Round one, outstanding matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas tonight, Trey?
I don't believe so. I think when you have two high-level strikers like you have in these two men, they're going to go to the center of the octagon, and it's going to be a kickboxing match. A kickboxing match that you would see in a ring. Tonight, you get to watch it inside of an octagon.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he...
Big body kick.
Working out of that southpaw stance. Just out of range with the straight left hand.
I mean, he's cutting him down the side.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Back to orthodox. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Fury. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC.
It's such a fast leg kick.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And he connects there. And that one certainly found the target. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Oh, and he lands yet another punch. Pretty good striking all night by Tyson Fury.
Liver kick.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight knife out there. Oh! closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. And they separate. Hook is there again.
That one landed clean.
Just missed with the left there. And he switches his stance yet again. Oh! Huge right hand! Back to the feet. Oh, he lands a massive kick here. Oh, straight right.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yeah. Head kick there, blocked by the Gypsy King.
Nice strike.
Back to orthodox. 20 seconds to go in round one. Oh! He's out!
Wow! Wow! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot. His opponent saw it coming, so a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, DC, no telestrator tonight, but we're going to get you some highlights from this one. This was a fight that had it all, and for my money, his best performance to date.
His best performance to date in the biggest moment. In the biggest moments, you got to show up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. He used every bit of his skill to get the job done.
All right, the decision is inside the octagon. We send it to the veteran voice. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Tyson Fury.
Well, he's smiling ear to ear, and why not after a knockout like that? I need to take it to the after party tonight.
I mean, this is what dreams are made of. You dream of the knockout like this, and then the party after, where you and all your coaches.
This beat is cray cray ray J H A H A H A. Laughing all the way to the bank. I spray flames that cannot tame or placate the monster.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters. To the fire, spit a monster. Blood on the dance floor, Louis V carpet. Fire, to the fire, monster. Blood on the dance floor, Louis V.
I'm just a product of the wicked onyx. Told him Nick the had him just applauded. So many things that pissed him off. It's impossible to list them all. And in the midst of all this, I'm in a mental hospital with a crystal ball, trying to see what I still be like this tomorrow. Whisper, dog voices whisper. My fist is ball back up against the wall, pencil drawn. This is just a song to go ballistic on. You just pull a pistol on the guy with a missile launcher. I'm just a Loch Ness, the mythological. Quick to tell a bitch go off like a fifth of vodka. When you twist the top of the bottle, I'm a monster.
You get in my way, I'ma feed you to the monster. I'm normal during the day, but at night turn to a monster. When the moon shines like ice road truckers, I look like a villain out of those blockbusters.
To the fire, spit a monster. If you never gave a damn, raise your hand, 'cause I'm about to send.
All right, coming up next, a heavyweight collision between Alistair Overeem and AJ Anthony Joshua. All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch land. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! pressured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, worked hard to get up again, but
Nice entry. Nice beat.
oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Just over 3 minutes now to go in round one. Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
For this God flow, yeah. Thank God I'm in control. Yeah. Young lion up in Denmark. Yeah. No way I'm in Oslo. Yeah. Can't believe that we're traveling. We was refugees, let the talent in. Yeah. All my G's never had a thing. Man, all I want is them, it's embarrassing. Residential when I'm back home. Cause I was thinking about the future on the back roads. Numbers mad shows every time I do it.
Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision.
You can go ahead and join, and they will be dropping more information.
All right, so we got two classically trained strikers here. Any chance this fight actually goes to the ground?
This fight does not go to the ground. This one will be fought in the pocket. Two guys will stand in front of each other. They will trade punches. They will trade kicks. It's going to be a classic matchup that you normally see inside of a ring. We get it in the octagon tonight.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Good work from the top here by Ngannou.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
It's a heavyweight showdown between Daniel Cormier and the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. Seems to be a throwback type of matchup here. The classically trained striker taking on the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Again, describe his credentials.
It does not describe how good he is. His vast knowledge of all the Jiu-Jitsu positions. This guy, once you're on the ground, there is no place where you are safe. You are constantly getting attacked. He's always throwing up submissions. He's always attacking arms. He's always attacking your neck, doing everything to try and make you think submission's coming, even if it's just to change positions to secure top.
Working out of that southpaw stance. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And there's a takedown attempt. Oh, we saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Some nice boxing chops there from Daniel Cormier. We talk so much about wrestling. Don't sleep on those hands.
Yeah, but it's because of the wrestling that allows these guys, especially a guy like DC, who's shorter, to manage distance and manage space in the striking realm.
Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping.
Right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Back to the feet. Oh, straight right. Wow!
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got it very bad.
Oh!
John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He's done. He's done. What a performance!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 30 minutes.
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line.
You ready? You ready? Let's
All right, so we got two classically trained strikers here. Any chance this fight actually goes to the ground?
This fight does not go to the ground. This one will be fought in the pocket. Two guys will stand in front of each other. They will trade punches. They will trade kicks. It's going to be a classic matchup that you normally see inside of a ring. We get it in the octagon tonight. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Well, we told you off the top he had the reach advantage, and you saw it right there with that punch. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Changes his stance. Oh, he lands a huge right hand. Oh, straight right. Oh!
Get him. That was a jab.
And now he lands a combination. Oh!
It's such a fast leg kick. Straight punch lands.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
Back and forth we go here. Oh, a huge block there.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Wow.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Just misses with a left hook there. Fury's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Big punch lands over the top.
Land right there, his opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Ooh, that uppercut landed for him. Oh! Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Oh!
What a fantastic strike.
Oh! So a big round for him there, maybe even a 10-8. There was a big knockdown in there, courtesy of the kick. DC, talk us through it.
He found his spot. I mean, he knew that there was a weakness. He found the spot. He recognized an opportunity.
All right, round two. Switching stances here. Back to orthodox.
Good punch.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Really getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urge. A hip toss as he takes him down. Now we'll see what he can do.
Right into side control. Man, great job finding a way out, finding an escape to get back to your feet.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. Head off the center line, slips the punch. Nice punch there by Tyson Fury.
He needs to start looking. Oh! This is a great fight.
Just out of range with that left hook. Well, he continues to do. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad. John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. Fury gets caught with that punch. Oh!
He didn't like that one here.
He's got him hurt here.
He's done. He's done. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it.
I mean, holy smokes, he put him to sleep. He tasted that knockout live. He tasted the knockout live. He's done. He's done. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our... Now we go into...
What happened today? Found that bitch on the Insta and that is what I say. Told that girl like I finna fly my ass out to LA. Girl acting like she outpo, put that cake on my face. Blacko cop new Rari, told his ass I wanna race. Velo Duggan with Bari, all of my got taste. We gon' march in the party, get the out of my way. 30 got kicked like karate, don't wanna meet the AK. Look at me, 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 look at me now. Kidding me, all of my jewelry cost about 100,000. My enemies never had sympathy, Fergie finna lay him down. Sipping on Hennessy, hopping up Italy in the mile. Who am I? Try. No. Ay, look at me now. Try. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. Try. No. Yeah. Look at me now. Try. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. Send a double to your bando. Send them hot rocks through your sandals. They say I remind them of Rondo. Light his ass up like a candle. No, not like a Alejandro. My Dominican bitches like Kalo. No, come on, what the brother knows. Dumb banana clip. Yo, that. Pull up to your grip like dominoes. Flipping on that like circus so lit. Man, I need my money pronto. I took the time and time ago, I can now. This shit feel like I'm in the Congo. Run through the jungle like every day. Man, I came up on a bundle. So take that, look off your flag. Look at me, 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 look at me now. You kidding me? All of my jewelry cost about 100,000. My enemies never had sympathy, Fergie finna lay him down. Sipping on Hennessy, hopping up Italy in the mile. Who am I? Try. No. Ay, look at me now. Try. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now. Try. No. Yeah. Look at me now. Try. No. Look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me now.
I roll out with no cash on me, calm now with no mash on me. Stay away from these ashy youths where they come around and get ash on me. That's 5,000 capacity, 5,000 capacity. Then spread that over the UK and then add it up and get back to me. You pussios are not bad for me. Madman, they go mad for me. Who the when they gassed you up like you're good enough to be clashing me? Oh, please stop harassing me. Charge me up and put gas in me. Them little fish wanna try ting. Oh man, the audacity. I got girl in my inbox sending me eyes. Living on the edge to the end of our lives. Wolf in the sheepskin telling me lies. Sometimes I love when my enemy dies. So ahead of my time, mainstream boy starts letting off live. We can never ever ever level in price. Take that fee and then treble it twice. Yeah, the problem's back, I got flows. Watch your back, I'm on smoke. Dodge the packs and do both. My boys on maximum bolts. Ain't no time to blind man. Know my team from here to Thailand. You man got that gun of my man, so you man got that gun on finance. Like what's this? Rent this thing by your own. Use my pen to sting, fry your dome. Want me to send for them, mind the throne. Cliche rep it ends, die alone. Cliche run your gums and die broke. I don't buy in ones, I buy both. Yeah, go and bust your gun, I like smoke. Rude boy, mind your lungs, you might choke like cough, cough, puff, puff, pass. You're not tough or hard. They're calling me the Virgin Mike. How the hell up so fast? Rude boy, I came and shook my whole era. No cosigns for me and no carers. 2019, I swear I've gone clearer. Drop full of dead MCs like Paul Bearer. Roll out with no cash on me. Calm now with no mash on me. Stay away from these ashy youths so they come around and get ash on me. That's 5,000 capacity. 5,000 capacity. Then spread that over the UK and then add it up and get back to me. You pussios are not bad for me. Madman, they go mad for me. Who the when they gassed you up like you're good enough to be clashing me? Oh, please stop harassing me. Charge me up and put gas in me. Them little fish wanna try ting. Oh man, the audacity.
Had to sign this K, no Harry. Now my tracksuit says Balmain Parry. Smoke on bro, no Cali, so you better stay well back, Danny. Oh, now we got beef in the streets and I thought only be in my patty. Cause I learned how to work this handy, not to just power us Gandhi. I was with protein, jellified aunties, I told her I'm trying to be the best I can be. Next day I go end up on the up block like who's on me, Charlie. Come off the wing like Andres 1000, I bought a new Henny and it cost 4,000. Kept it close, pagans wanna out me, they want me in a box like chicken chow mein. I wonder why us wanna try me, why first put me in court and chow me. Mad bees get bored and down me, and Arsenal will go to the nets, I'm like, shall we? Lay back but still rowdy, saying goose when thrown back still round me. Funny how my old things still shout me. Oh, allow me, roll out it so casually. I'm popping up in cities randomly. London City or Birmingham, I just done 100 through Canterbury. No security, I could have a 20 in cash on me. Tried and can't believe I'm rich, so they're in the house like they're Ali G.
I roll out with no cash on me. Calm now with no mash on me. Stay away from these ashy youths, so they come around and get ash on me. That's 5,000 capacity. 5,000 capacity, then spread that over the UK and then add it up and get back to me. You pussios are not bad for me. Madman, they go mad for me. Who the when they gassed you up like you're good enough to be clashing me? Oh, please stop harassing me. Charge me up and put gas in me. Them little fish wanna try ting. Oh man, the audacity. Oh man, the audacity. Oh man, the audacity. Oh, it's a catastrophe. I changed the game drastically. Big Mike, cut down Glastonbury. Flashbacks from Glastonbury. Love it when it all comes back to me. Telling lies, not facts on me. I roll out with no special on me. God's son, this is flesh on me. Stay away from these pagan youths. Cause many men, they wish death on me. When Banksy put the vest on me, felt like God was testing me. When Banksy put the vest on me, felt like God was testing me.
Everybody wanna be the only one. Better pay your dues, man, if you owe me some. For anybody not trying to be given none. Body the body and leave the body slum. Body in these rappers for a living. So, trying to make a milli while I'm living. Whoa, got a couple brothers in the kitchen. Bro, them brothers ain't cooking, now they be whipping. Go, it's crazy how my people, they were whipping. And now most of my people, they be whipping. God, rolling with a pole like I'm Obi-Wan. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody, nobody, buddy, nobody, buddy. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. I can't even listen to a joker. I can't even listen to Jehovah. I really don't know why you think I'm bluffing when I was never old enough for poker. Everybody wanna be the only one. Better pay your dues, man, if you owe me some. For anybody not trying to be given none. Body the body and leave the body slump.
If I sell drugs then I might be rich, but mum said that's how a bad man lives, and bro said that's what a gangman did. So from 16 was a white man kid. They keep saying I'm a young black king. Okay, then where's my banquet? They said there's more fish in the sea, but leave that one, that's my man's fish.
Snap, that's an eyeful. Haters beat it like Michael. Wanna know why nobody likes you? They're scared cause there's nobody like you. Crap, that's a tower. Looking for some hope for about an hour. Looking for some flour for a minute. But to build a cake you need some power.
If I sell drugs then I might be rich, but mum said that's how a bad man lives, and bro said that's what a gangland is. So from 16 was a white man kid. They keep saying I'm a young black king. Okay, then where's my banquet? They said there's more fish in the sea, but leave that one, that's my man's fish.
Everybody wanna be the only one. Better pay your dues, man, if you owe me some. For anybody not trying to be given none. Body the body and leave the body slump. They wanna be king, there can be only one. I do you a favor, then you owe me one. Do another favor, now you owe me one. My bad, wait there, now you owe me two. Mad,
Netflix chilling with a side hoe. Men think with it, get my mind blown. And I don't even mind if she lying, bro. Oh, damn. And I don't even care if she got a man. When the girl's with me, she be lying low. Let's make a girl a little more. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying, bro. Body in these uppers for a living. So, tryna make a milli while I'm living. Whoa, got a couple brothers in the kitchen. Bro, them brothers ain't cooking, they be whipping. Go, it's crazy how my people, they were whipping. Bro, and now most of my people, they be whipping. Cars, running with a pole like I'm Obi-Wan. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody, nobody, buddy, nobody, buddy. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one. Ain't nobody, nobody, buddy, nobody, buddy.
Kind of just bash somebody online, but
ain't nobody like me, I'm the only one.
That he did, and it's happened to me a couple of times where I'm facing an
All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight matchup between Francis Ngannou and the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
The reason I'm taunting him is because at the beginning of this fight, this is the first round, this guy was taunting me left, right, and center, so I was having fun with him.
Ready?
You
ready to fight?
All right, here we go. Round one, outstanding matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas tonight, Jim?
I don't believe so. I think when you have two high-level strikers like you have in these two men, they're going to go to the center of the octagon, and it's going to be a kickboxing match. A kickboxing match that you would see in a ring. Tonight, you get to watch it inside of an octagon.
The left punch is true. Now the right hand. Oh. Uppercut lands for him. Back and forth we go. Oh, finds a home for that vicious uppercut again.
Oh, nice right hand. That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Fury gets caught with that punch. Oh, big knee.
That one was thrown to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good. Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Defense here. Slips the punch nicely there.
I mean, he's cutting down the side with these beautiful leg kicks.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Francis Ngannou. Ooh, that uppercut landed for him. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab, but you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Real quick legs.
Right there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
Oh! Single collar tie there. Ngannou gets tapped.
Oh! Nice.
Wow! So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
All right, let's get to round two.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something...
And as effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got...
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
It's over. It's over. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. And there he is. Oh, let's get...
Stand up. We must fight. Stacks. Oh, come on. Let me out to dry. Had to crucify. Stab me in my back. You ain't my dog. You getting euthanized. Lying on the gang and speaking down. That shit is suicide. Black ain't no excuse. Ain't getting off because we unified. Came through faster. You move fast. Yeah, we move faster. Hands down till we beat you faster. With me and meet your master. Won't come last. We move right past her. Destroy that night. Eat you rappers. You move fast. No, we move fast. If you go fast, we must go fast and even faster. Came through faster. You move fast. Yeah, we move faster. Hands down till we beat you bastard. With me and meet your master. Won't come last. We move right past her. Destroy that night. Eat you rappers. You move fast. No, we move fast. If you go fast, we must go fast and even faster. You play sick. That's pitiful. Kill beast. That is my ritual. My words through flip reciprocal. Can't compete. I mean that literal. My flow is unpredictable. Moonwalk on beat. Smooth criminal. Can't be copied. So original. Cannot stop me. I'm invisible. The economy. Throwing money like a monopoly. They don't know me. I'm an anomaly. Gonna have to give your boy an apology. You throw shade, but follow me. That's a funny philosophy. People giving me clout the way I be using psychology. I was down at the bottom and now they can't get on top of me. I be killing the system and bringing it again.
Once he gets a hold of you and gets in
Go
that
too
cool
fast.
position,
That got
that's
too
when it's the
fast.
hardest to knock
This
him
bitch
out.
got D-cups.
So it's like
That
once he
boy
grabs you,
got
you're in
Mr. Extra Bill. Made you shit yourself off pissing. Asking for forgiveness.
Coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between AJ, Anthony Joshua, and Stipe Miocic.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so here we go, round one of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting they're going to stick to what got them to the dance?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters.
Yeah.
The striker will try to lead with his punches and his kicks in the grappling position so he can start to work towards a lot of those great judo throws that he possesses. Once on the...
Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Good punch lands.
Man, is he timing his shots well here tonight, DC. It's hard to recall him being this accurate in the past.
I mean, he is so sharp. And not only is he accurate, he didn't like that left hand. He needs... Oh, he's hurt.
Back to the feet. Oh, he lands a huge right hand. Oh!
Yeah, he's hurt really bad. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right...
Oh! Huge right hand! Back to the feet. Oh! Oh!
Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 30 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anthony Joshua.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
So focused for the day that I blow this open. Money like hocus pocus at the club with a bunch of brokers. Also, I can poke the broke bitch.